It's the Grassmarket's a beautiful area of Edinburgh, eh? Like,
Yeah.
fucking pubs galore. You're not a lot of bucks down there anymore. Like, they're just so anti against it.
I was going to ask you that because whenever you told me a couple of days ago that you were going busking, so right, tell me this: what's the rules in Edinburgh for busking? Because see, over in Belfast, right, you can set up anywhere that you want to busk, but you have to be like 200 yards or something away from another performer.
Yeah,
That's the only rules that they stipulate. So you could just take your guitar and set up in a park somewhere, as long as you're away from, you don't have to pay like a license, or you don't have to like conform with a business.
yeah. Now I can't remember the exact rules, but I think it's something similar to that. You've got to be a certain meters or yards away from another busker.
Mm.
If someone comes and asks you to move, like you've got to move, but you
Yeah,
can
you've
move
got to
to
go.
another
Yeah,
location. But it's you know what, Edinburgh's quite sound for it. They actually like enjoy that street entertainment. Like
yeah,
good hot
it,
spots. There's Princess Street. I usually just find like an abandoned like because there's always shops open and closed on Princess Street. So
yeah.
just setting up outside like an old shop, um, and yeah, no one bothers. Like you attract some unwelcome visitors at times where they like people are drunk or something and like they hang about too much. Where you just like just kindly move on now. But
Yeah, I suppose you're always going to have that those people who like. I mean, have you ever had like a business owner come out and being like, "Yeah, can you stop playing?"
yeah, the one time on the Royal Mile, the guy just came out and just said, "Oh, we've got a conference upstairs. Can you just move like I don't know, 20 feet or something? Like it's just a bit too loud."
Yeah,
The Meadows is a great place for it, mate. That's like, especially down in the middle of the Meadows where you've got like, you've got like four pathways to go to different
yeah,
places. That's a wicked little setup because people
yeah,
just like, there's seats down there as well. So people just sit and like just listen and chill. And
yeah.
Summer's Day is perfect, mate. Portobello's a good one as well.
And do you just do it completely unplugged, or do you take an amp with you?
Yeah, I take my amp with me.
Ah, that's good,
And
mate.
that usually lasts, it says like 6 to 8 hours, but because you have to turn it up quite a bit outside with the acoustics, I can get like 4 hours out of it.
Ah, that's decent, mate. That's decent.
And then, and then if you want to stay out longer, you could go to a pub, charge it up, and then go back out later.
Yeah, ah,
Do
that's
you know what's
class, mate.
Do you know what's funny, mate? And I feel sorry for Ben with this, mate, because his idol Richard Ashcroft, he loves him, and we went and busked. I think it was about a year. You know when the Oasis played up here last year,
Mm.
we went and busked a couple of months prior, and we were busking in Portobello at that amusement arcade,
Hmm.
and we were there for hours. And then like when Oasis played last year, Richard Ashcroft and Cast, Ashcroft actually wandered down to. He was down in Portobello at that amusement, and fucking Ben was like, he said, "You're not going to believe this." Richard Ashcroft was down there, like at the bit where we were bust. Like if we only went down that day.
You might have seen him. Yeah,
Aye, and especially if he was walking along and like Ben's playing Lucky Man or something or Bittersweet Symphony, like
I
that
know.
would be incredible, eh? Like a couple of times as well down the Meadows. I went down like early morning, and I've seen like one of the Proclaimers walk past, and I always just like notice him like, oh, that's one of the Proclaimers. Like, so I'm gonna try and time it one time, and if I see him walking down, I'll start playing like Sunshine on Leaf or
Yeah,
Fire
just
Engine
like
Man.
see him and then just bursting. When I wake up,
Yeah,
well, I know I'm gonna be. I'm gonna, and then give him the old. Give him the old.
yeah, like hey, hey, hey. Aye.
I've never busked. Um, I always thought about it years ago. Whenever I was like playing solo stuff, but it was just something that I never ever had the confidence to go and do. Just stand in the street and go and play songs. So I've always
Yeah.
said to you, mate, kudos to you for doing it. Because it takes a good level of confidence to stand in the street and busk away. Like,
Yeah, yeah, you feel you are putting yourself out there. I always think the first couple of minutes are the toughie because you're setting up and like it's that. But then as soon as you start playing, a couple of quid goes in, you're like, this is all right now. I could stay here all day.
yeah. So take it. Do the rules change with busking during the festival? Because obviously the festival's full of street performers.
I've heard that, mate. I've heard that you need to get like a license during the festival, but I think you can still busk in like anywhere if you want, like Princess Street. Like no one's gonna say, but I think maybe the Royal Mile or like the Mound where they've got big street performers, I think like you can't be close to them. Like they've
Yeah,
both
you
got
can't
their
just be
permits.
setting up and yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
How's things with you, mate? And did you get much sleep after the Masters last night?
Well, I mean, things are good. He makes it so hard for himself, Rory Mcilroy, doesn't
Yeah, balls of steel, isn't he?
he? Balls of steel, but also, also like, how can you make it so difficult coming down the stretch for yourself? Like, obviously, the Saturday he kind of balls it up a wee bit because he had that 6-shot lead, but that's more testament to the playing field behind him to close the
Yeah,
gap on him. But I was watching him yesterday, and like the front nine, he had a fucking disaster. He was like, he double bogeyed, and then I think he was 3 over at one point. Got it back, and then like he's coming down 18 with a 2-shot lead, and he fucking sticks it in the trees. And I'm like, surely as a golfer at that elite level, you just have a wee fairway finder, even pull the 3-wood out and just stick on the fairway.
yeah. See the first shot that he done on the last hole. Did he just like he done a light drive, didn't he? Like so, he didn't go high. Just just send it across so it's going to get the fairway. Like
Yeah, he tried to sort of hit this like low one.
yeah,
They call it like a cut shot in golf. So it's like a left to right. It's a soft shot that kind of starts left and just fades back right.
yeah,
But what irritates me about him is that like Rory McIlroy naturally draws the ball right. So drawing it is from right to left, and it's a lot easier with a right hander because you're just like shaping the ball right to left.
yeah.
And he doesn't really hit cuts. So like coming down the stretch on a Sunday at the Masters, why would you try and hit a shot that you don't normally hit every week?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So you're trying to think, this is the safest option. Like just get it like on the fairway. Just get it like because he had the 2-stroke lead, didn't he? So
Exactly. So like I was thinking, why is he not taking the 3-wood and just aiming towards the bunkers on the left and just hitting a draw?
yeah.
And then he's got himself like maybe 200 yards or whatever the distance is into the green. Like he fucking hit 7 irons at 190 yards. He's got a 7 iron at the green. Get it on the green anywhere, 2-putt for your par. But he fucking hit it right, and I was going, oh my god, he's got to fuck this up here.
Was it the hole before as well where he was off the green and he'd done that fucking outrageous putt to get it close to the tee.
Yeah,
like it was like a sort of bending round, and I was like, that is fucking hell of a shot. Like
yeah.
because he could have been in trouble there.
It is frightening the standard. Like I says to you, on the Saturday when you seen all the players chasing him down, like he had a 6-shot lead, and then within 3 holes it was cut to 2. It's like you look at that golf course, mate, and you see the players and how they play it, like fucking hell, hitting like 65s and 66s, and especially under that pressure, mate, it's unbelievable.
What was it? I think it was at Burns. He done an outrageous putt. I think it was at the 16th, and it was like it's just mental. This is like the crazy thing about golf. Like it's like he just hit it round, and it's just like found a dip, and it started to roll down. I'm like, how on earth can you be that good to hit it at that pace and know that it's going to go down there? And I thought that is a phenomenal shot. It's like it just defies physics when shots like that go in. I'm like, that is mental.
Technically, it's elite level. It's just like I think Augusta's one of the only golf courses on the circuit or in the world probably where you're not hitting it pins, you're hitting it slopes.
Right,
because they spoke about it on the TV last night. Like most golfers will have the landing spot next to the flag and they'll aim maybe 10 feet around that pin. But Augusta's different. You have to judge the slope. So the pin's maybe on the right back, but you know that there's a slope at the front that takes the ball. So you'll just aim for that slope.
Yeah.
So it's one of the few golf courses in the world where you're not actually playing to the pins. You're just playing to like a spot on the green, and I mean that's even hard because then they've got to get their spin right, and they've got to get their carry for their clubs right. So it's all these different things. Like it's so different from playing around your local fucking golf course. Like
yeah, mate, that's crazy, man. Because you'd think like as a novice golfer expert that you'd just be like, right, just aim for the pin. But so they're actually aiming for an area round the pin because they know if they try to aim for the pin, it's just going to roll off or unless it doesn't go in.
Yeah, it's like the 16th where Burns had his massive putt.
Yeah.
So if you're looking where the TV's facing back towards the tee, there's like a ridge in the middle of the green that slopes all the way down to the bunker. So they're not aiming at that pin; they're aiming in the middle of that green because they know that once the ball spins, it will catch the ridge and then it will take the ball down. It's almost like thinking of the putt before you've hit the shot. So you're going, right, what's the ball going to do when it goes in the green? Right, it's going to go all the way down that hill. So I need to get it 175 to hit that ridge to take it all the way to the hole. It's a different level.
And also, Mary, so do the golfers themselves or are the caddies, who's reading the greens? Are they both going out and doing it, or is the caddies studying it and feeding it back to the golfers?
So what will happen is in tournaments you get a yardage book, right? Every professional tournament they get a yardage book and then it'll have a map of the green.
Right.
So then during their practice days, what they'll do is they'll have a rough, if they've played for years and years on the tour, they'll have a rough idea of where all the flags are going to be.
Yeah.
So then what they do is they go along and they'll put like 4 or 5 balls down on the practice day and they'll just hit putts and putts and putts and they'll just basically track all the slopes and then they'll write in their book and they'll say, all right, from here it slopes down that way and it's this speed and stuff. But I think it takes a few years to get to that level of knowing like all the greens and all the contours and stuff like that. So it comes with experience.
Yeah.
And then whenever they're actually in the moment, they obviously get their pin sheets every morning. So they'll know, right, okay, the pin's 10 yards on from the back and it's 5 yards on from the right. So then they'll be able to dial that in and go, right, the pin's there. And then they'll go, right, we've got a slope 10 yards to the left, so we need to be hitting that slope.
Yeah.
So it's so different. Like whenever I used to play, I used to love having a yardage book because some golf clubs still sell them. Yeah. And it was always really good to have a yardage book to know where the slopes and you go, all right, the pin's at the front. So I've only got because sometimes like a green can be like 50 yards long.
Yeah.
So to the middle of that green from your ball could be like 130 yards. But if the pin's at the front, you've only got 90 yards.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So you go, well, instead of hitting this club, I need to actually club down because the pin's at the front of the green.
Right, aye.
It's a different level for them because they're hitting specific spots on the green. They're not just going, oh, the pin's at the front of the back. They're actually physically going, I need to hit that little spot at the front for the ball to release down. It's impressive. Yeah. It's impressive.
Are they like before the Masters began? Then are they allowed to do like a couple of practice rounds?
Yeah, so most of the players will turn up on Monday, and they'll have a couple of days on the golf course where they can just get the feel of the greens and stuff like that. But like I said, because it's at the same venue every year, Justin Rose actually has a really good documentary on YouTube. I think you can find it, and he keeps all his yardage books from because he's been playing there for 21 years, I think. This was his 21st year playing it, so he's got like 21 yardage books, and every year he just notes down information about every green, like where the slope is, where this slope is, where that. So he goes fully prepared, like he goes with the knowledge of he knows the greens inside out.
So he's been close the last 2 years as well, hasn't he?
I know. I do feel a bit for Justin Rose. I feel like he's at that age now where he's kind of running out of time.
Yeah.
But I still think he's a great athlete. Like, I mean, I watched an interview on Sky Sports with him yesterday, and he was talking about his pre and post round routine.
Yeah,
like how he goes through his day, and like he's like it's like a 14-15 hour day. He turns up, he gets up like 3 hours before his tea time, and he's in the gym, and then he's warming up, and he's doing like, what do you call that? Is it calisthenics or something where you you prepare your body and you stretch and shit like that?
Yeah.
And then after the round, he's got like an RV, and it's got like a sauna, it's got a steam shower, it's got a hot and cold plunge, and like he's elite level. Like,
that's mental, man. I had like golfers, like most of them, like do hit the gym and hit weights and all that because they need to.
You look at Bryson DeChambeau, like 3 or 4 years ago, mate, he was jacked. He was like, Brr.
Yeah. But I felt sorry for Rose last night. It's sometimes hard to get you get emotionally attached to certain players and that that's one of the holes where he didn't get it on the green. Like he just pitched and he just hit it like 5-10 yards. It was just I think he's crumbling in it. Like
it's hard, mate. It is hard, and I think what's hard for the guys is they put so much into preparation, and for them to come up a couple of shots short, Like Justin Rose was he tied second? But no, hang on, it was McIlroy, Scheffler, Rose, so he would have tied for third.
Yeah.
Like, mate, he's getting about fucking probably 1.5 million for finishing third.
Yeah, man. It's
But
like that.
but to him, like, he's obviously thankful of that paycheck. But to him, everything is just about getting that green jacket. Like, that's how much it
Yeah.
means to them.
It's crazy. You don't realize the like these golfers' journeys to get to this point, and it's just about like getting over the line in it, and just I don't know, winning that like that's it's absolutely just I don't know. It's like that winning mentality in it. It's like that drives them on, doesn't it? Like
It's a good thing, like the mentality you're saying there. It's just a different level. Like I've said to you before, like I remember playing club competitions, and you all you're doing is playing with like other club members,
yeah,
and even having a good score, you're going, oh yeah, I've got a good score here coming in the back nine. The pressure that you put on yourself in those situations in a club competition
yeah,
would make this one of the strongest men crumble. But these guys are doing it in front of thousands, in front of millions on the TV on one of the hardest golf courses. Like I was looking at some of the chip shots yesterday when like a player was like maybe off the green and they were like putting on, and I was like, my knees would just go in that situation.
yeah.
I'd be like, I could not handle that pressure of doing that.
It's like it's a thing, isn't it? It can actually be in situations like that for like professionals of any sport. You can either sink or swim. It can actually inspire you, or
Yeah,
it could actually fold you in it. Like it's a test to your character and psychology, everything. It's just, I mean, just when you think psychology of it, like when I was watching it last night, and I thought when McIlroy's like closing it out, I wonder if he's thinking like he's done this for years. It should just like, can you just treat it like a normal game of golf? Like it's maybe the mind can be your worst enemy. It's like
yeah,
you overthink. Like a lot of them, like they were saying a lot of shots, like he's McIlroy, he's visualizing the drive, like and
yeah,
that's meant to be to help as well. And it's just yeah, you practice like they practice, and if there wasn't a competition, they would be able to score heavy. And it's like just because it's that sort of like the tournament setup, it's yeah, it's and you know what comes what awaits the prize for winning, isn't it? Like
yeah. And I think as well, like McIlroy, if he hadn't won last year and he was in that position, like who's to say that he wouldn't have like blown up on the back nine? Whereas he won
yeah,
it last year. So coming down those last few holes, and he looks at the leaderboard and he goes, "Oh, I've got a 2-shot lead here," and
yeah,
that mentality of, "Well, I've been here before," like
yeah.
you know what I
I
mean?
didn't expect him to win it because I thought maybe because he got it off his back last year that he would have just maybe treated it like a sort of like, oh well, I'm here, like I've got a chance, but like I can relax a bit because I've already won it. But you could see in the last few holes, like he's just that winning mentality. He's like, oh, I've got a chance to do it again, and like
Yeah.
that's
Well,
incredible, isn't it?
I mentioned earlier on in the season that like he wasn't. I don't think he was in great form at the start of the season, and then he pulled out a tournament there about a month ago because of his back, and I was like, oh, that's not good going at the Masters. I
No,
did not expect him to hold that lead on Saturday. Like, just
yeah,
genuinely was like, nah, this isn't right. Like, but what I would say is, I was watching him last night, and I don't think I remember a past champion being so poor off the tee
yeah,
and still going on to win. Like, he's fucking everywhere off the tee,
yeah.
especially on the Saturday. Like, in fucking pine trees and everything. And I was like, I don't think I've ever seen this happen before, where somebody's been so poor off the tee but still managed to like stay in the lead or there and thereabouts.
Yeah, yeah. It's just his other parts of his game was like bailing him out, sort of thing.
Oh, aye, but even like his iron play at some points. It was it the 17th, and he's in the middle of the fairway and he's got a pitching wedge in his hand and he blocks it right, and you're like, what fuck? Like the fucking big massive green, just fucking stick it anywhere on the left hand side of the
Yeah,
green. But yeah, but kudos to him. Like
yeah, man.
some people would look at that and be like, "Oh yeah, it was a really poor victory because he played so bad from the tee." But then again, you go, "Well, it was actually a great victory because he managed to just grind it out."
Quite a weekend of football as well, mate, wasn't it?
Yes. So Tottenham, they are
Ooh,
in fucking trouble.
yeah.
Trouble, 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 trouble. Trouble been long in my soul since the day I was born. They should play that at the fucking Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, mate. A bit of fucking Ray La montage.
Mate, I'm mortified with Newcastle recently, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking depressing. But then I've cheered myself up. I'm like, could be worse. Could be Spurs.
Could be a Spurs fan. Did you watch the game, the Crystal Palace game yesterday? To be fair though, like Crystal Palace are doing well. Like they're in the quarterfinals of the conference.
Yeah, aye.
So I thought it would have been a tough game for you, but yeah, mate, it's kind of the season's kind of petering out for you, isn't it?
Oh, big time, mate. It's not looking good, mate. Yesterday was just like careless errors. I think Palace weren't really bothered because they've got the Conference League on Thursday.
Yeah.
They rested like Mateta, a couple of their main stars were on the bench, and you thought, oh, fucking, we'll go to that. But I think at the moment, I think Eddie Howe, I hate to say it because I love him for what he's done, but I think the players are they're checked out and like they're not playing for him. It's really sad to see, like, but it's all good things come to an end, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think change might be good at the end of the season for you. Is, get a fresh manager in with a sort of fresh perspective and stuff like that. I was actually when De Zerbi signed for, is that his name?
Roberto De Zerbi.
De Zerbi, when he signed for Tottenham, obviously, it remains unseen whether he's going to save them, but I actually thought like somebody like him would have been good for Newcastle.
Yeah, he plays some good attacking football. It's a strange move for Spurs to get him. I thought they would have went and got like Harry Redknapp or someone, like an old school manager, like fucking.
Mate, there's only one person for that job. Come on, you know who I'm talking about.
Let me think. For the Tottenham job,
there's only one man who can go
Brian,
in there.
It's not Brian Clough. Or Mick McCarthy.
No, not Mick McCarthy.
Give us a clue.
You've sent me a few pictures of him before. And he had one game as England manager.
Right. Fish and chips and a can of jungle, please. Big Sam.
Big Sammy boy. Where was his phone call?
I know.
Big Sam would have went in there and went unbeaten for the rest of the season, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he would have got a few points at least. Like, I think that they haven't won in 2026, man. I can't see them turn it around.
Crazy, mate. Crazy. And the thing is, I'm got their fixtures up here, right? And you look at their the last 6 fixtures they've got to play, right? They're at home to Brighton. That's a tough one. Away to Wolves. Fuck. They're away to Villa. Leeds. They're away to Chelsea on the second last game of the season. Chelsea could relegate them.
Yeah, Chelsea fish as well, isn't they?
Oh, they're dog meat and all, but they could still get one over their rivals, and then they're at home at Everton. So that's not a run of fixtures that you look at and you go, actually, Tottenham could pick up a few points there. I look at that and go, they could lose every single game there.
The only 2 games I could see them maybe getting something is Wolves and Leeds, and that's praying. Like, but it's absolutely, they're in free fall, man. It's see when your team's just not won in such a long time. Well, apart from beating Atletico in the return leg, that the confidence is you're just fucked. Like going out on that pitch every game, you'd be like, something's going to go wrong. Like little things go against you all the time, and yeah, it's unbelievable. Three managers in one season. It's
crazy. We said it in one of the first. Well, I don't know if we said it in one of the first podcasts, but I was like, I don't know why they got rid of Ange.
No, yeah, I don't
genuinely
think Ange.
Like their league position last season, and I think he said this on podcasts before, was because they were focusing so much on the Europa League trying to win that. So he kind of sacrificed the league position to get them a trophy.
Yeah.
But how you are letting that guy, how you are sacking that guy, surely you give him, listen, we'll give you to January.
Yeah, aye.
But
I don't think they would have went down with Ange. I don't think they would have been in this mess. Like, I think they might have had another poor season. They could have been like 10th or 12th, but I don't think they would have been.
Yeah, but you look at the team. You look at the team, Matthew, right? And I always say this, right? You look at teams on paper, and some teams are like stacked, but play shit, right? So you've got like 4 or 5 of the players. You're like, oh, they're really good players. And they're maybe having a poor season, and you're like, oh, well, that's maybe the manager's fault because, there's good players there. But, like, I look at that team and I'm like, apart from Porro, who's your man in the middle of the pitch? He's got, he wears the braids. I can't remember his name.
Simmons.
Is it Simmons? Yeah. you sort of look around the squad and you're like, they're not really that good a team on paper if you look at their squad. You know,
Yeah, like
compared to days of old when they had like Modric, Berbatov, you
yeah,
know, Ericsson and stuff like that. You had like stacked names in the squad. So even though they underachieved, they still had like decent players in their squad. I look at the squad now and I'm like, that is relegation fodder.
yeah. But I mean, they've had their injuries this season, but
Yeah.
it's just not been good enough for them. It's crazy, mate. And the thing there with Ange, that's an interesting point you made, because if Eddie Howe gets sacked and like people have us, oh, careful what you wish for, it could get worse. Like just because you look back down the line and think, oh, you shouldn't have got rid of your manager, but when you're going through moments like this where things are shit and nothing's changing, you're like, well, forget about like, oh, it wasn't a good deal because a manager has outperformed, and sorry, if he's underperformed at that time, then questions are always going to be asked.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's a result of business, isn't it? Like,
Absolutely. And the thing is, like, Ange has already come out and said that, like, they were really tight with their transfer monies, and that's why they're in the situation they are. Because
yeah,
they would rather go and buy, like, a youth player for whatever much money instead of going and paying wages for top players to come in. Now,
yeah,
you don't know the discussions that go on behind closed doors, but, you know, has Ange went in there and says, you know, I need this much money to compete in the top six of the league, and they've just went, no. You know,
yeah.
like, no, we're not paying you that. So you look at that and you go, well, you know, they've sort of created their own downfall if they've you know kept hold of purse strings and not went and spent money.
We've said this before, mate. Like Tottenham have got tons of money. They're based in London. They've got the best stadium in the Premier League. Like, why aren't they like dishing out loads of money like
Exactly.
the rest of the fucking so-called Big Six? Like,
Yeah.
they can do it.
Like you're not telling me they couldn't attract like not saying like a Man City or an Arsenal-esque player, but like you said, the facilities, the location, the stadium, the fan base. You're not telling me they can't attract top players if they actually
Yeah.
just paid them the money.
Aye, absolutely perfect. Yeah, it's absolutely it's bizarre. If they go down, I'd probably say it's been the biggest shock in Premier League history for a team like that to go down.
Yeah. They are a team that you look at and you go, they'll never get relegated.
Yeah,
But
aye.
this season, it's like, nah, I think they're going to get. I think they're going to get relegated.
Yeah.
Do you think this? Do you think the Spurs fans have got the UK roadmaps out to check where fucking Stoke is and all that shit? Right, okay, we're going to be there next year. Oh fucking hell, that's
Yeah.
a bit of a long journey.
Fucking mental, man. Yeah, no one expected like ourselves and Aston Villa to get relegated years ago, but it can't happen. And I suppose it's just doesn't matter about your badge or your history. Like if you're a poor team, like you'll get found out in the Premier League, and
Yeah.
in the relegation battle right now, like West Ham may not be playing great, but they look like they're fighting. They're doing everything they can to just get points, and that's what's going to keep. I think it'll keep them up.
Yeah, 100%.
They were fucking miserable at the start of the season. They were honking. They thought they were already down.
Yeah, and West Ham are a team. You know, I think they've been down near the bottom more than they've been sort of mid to top table. So they've sort of been there before.
Yeah.
So this stage of the season, that sort of ethos of that club, they just know how to survive. They're just like, right,
Yeah.
this is how we do it. Whereas Tottenham have never been there before, so it's like it could work for Tottenham, you know, as much as nobody wants to get relegated, but relegation kind of presses the reset button, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So
true that,
if
mate.
if the inevitable happens and they do go down, it's just a case of just right, okay, let's press the button, reset, build again, and they might. You never know. They might come back. They might do a Villa because Villa came back up, and look at what fucking Villa are doing with Unai Emery.
Yeah. I mean, you'd expect like if Tottenham were to go down, they should get right back up. Like
You
you'd
would think so,
that.
yeah.
And
Yeah, you
do
would
you know
think
what
so.
as well, mate? Fucking some of those players in that team, they probably don't know what it's been like to be in a relegation battle. And I think if you're not in like if you've not been in that situation before, then yeah, it could be. You think well, they should have good players to get out of that, but if you've not been in that mentality of like being in a relegation battle, it's a disadvantage, isn't it? It's
100%.
fucking up.
Different.
Yeah, I can't see them. I can't see them staying up at the minute unless even
No.
getting a draw. It's a challenge for them at the moment.
But at the other end of the table, Man City are they're fighting to the end. Like that was a
Yeah,
shock
mate.
with Bournemouth and Arsenal.
I know, mate. Did you see the fucking that Man City fan? He had like a bottle. He was drinking a bottle, and it's got Arsenal's badge on it. That's what they were doing at the end of the game last night. And you think, is this same script happening again?
Yeah.
But I've got to say to Arsenal fans, right? If you are playing Man City next week, if you get beat, don't worry because you're playing us at the Emirates the week after. So that should be your 3-pointer. But it's mental, man, isn't it?
Well, Gary Neville was saying that next week's game, he thinks that if Arsenal beat Man City, then Arsenal will win the league.
Yeah.
And I think, but then again, like if Arsenal get beat and then Man City win their game in hand, they're on level points. Now, I don't know the goal difference, but it's just, here was me a couple of weeks ago being like, nah, Arsenal won't blow it. Like, they'll go and win it now. But you just never know.
I don't know the goal difference. It must be a bit less now because City won yesterday 3-0. But if Arsenal don't win the league, like Mikel Arteta, man, he's gonna have to hide himself away for a long time. Surely not.
Do you think if Arsenal don't win the league, do you think Arteta will walk away?
Yeah, I think so. To be in this position, 9 points clear of like with 6-7 games to go, like. I don't know. I just can't see him recovering from that. It's like, that's mental because
he's sort of been trying to win the league for the last 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah,
and if he doesn't win it this year, then you have to look at like the psychology of that and going, what more can I give this club to win the league?
Yeah, do
you know what I mean?
And this season, like they've done all the hard work. They've been solid all season. So to lose it. If they were to lose it, I don't know how you feel, mate. I still think they've got enough. They'll get over the line. But just if they were to lose to City, and then every game, City win their game in hand, it could turn around next Sunday. So Arsenal could just beat City and that'll be it. But I just can't see it. It's really difficult.
I mean, I think a draw would if you gave Arteta a draw now, he would take a draw.
Oh, 1,000,000%. But I mean, I suppose it goes to show no easy game in the Prem, like losing to Bournemouth. But I think the psychology, and it's mental because you think Arteta's done a wonderful job of Arsenal, but every season finishing second, it's just
that it would take its toll because you would think like, all right, okay, we've finished second like the previous 3 or 4 years, like it's our time now. If they do finish second again, that's why I made the point of being like, do you think you'll just walk away because you'd be like, there's nothing else I can give to this club to get them to win the league, so it's just time I step down. But I mean, it's a strange one
to lose it in the fashion because Man City haven't been like they've been all right this season, but they're not been like blown teams away, Man City, have they?
Yeah.
They've dropped a lot of points.
Yeah. They were good yesterday. I was impressed with them in the second half yesterday.
Yeah.
But Chelsea are a bit dog shit at the minute, aren't they? That guy's way out his depth, isn't he?
He is, isn't he? Like, I think
he looks like your fucking geography teacher or something, standing there with his chinos on and his glasses.
Aye. You just imagine, right, this is a volcano. Okay? You respect the volcano.
But I would love to be like a fly on the wall in the changing room and see his team talks. I wonder if all the players are like, who is this dick? You want us to what? Worship the ball in the centre circle? For fuck's sake, man.
Oh, man, it must be. Like yesterday, mate, it's quite horrible with Eddie Howe, right? Because, like, I feel like when you just break up with a missus or something, that's what it's like. I've put in a lot of investment in Eddie Howe over the last 3-4 years, and seeing like his face of dread, I'm like, it's like I feel heartbroken. And if he does go, I hope if it's this week, I hope he resigns. I hope I don't want it getting toxic against Bournemouth. Fucking all teams. We played Bournemouth at the weekend. If he lost that, then it's game over. But I don't want it to get toxic for him. I don't want our fans to be like, get the fuck out of our club. Like, I want him to, if he was to leave on his own terms.
Yeah, leave on a positive. Yeah. Which I think he will, because he did win you the trophy. Do you know what I mean? So, like, he has to be held in some high respect for winning you the trophy. But no, I get what you mean. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want it to get to a point where like he never wins another game at the end of the season, and fans are like, "Fucking Eddie."
Yeah, no, you don't want it toxic like he's because he gave his fucking best day of my life, but in the moment it's just not good enough, innit? And that's the expectations have changed. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, just the same old shite.
Have you got his face on a dartboard, mate? Just throwing darts on him. Fucking bastard.
Sort it, son.
I can sort it. Yeah, so the Scottish League, first time this season that all three teams have won on the opening the same weekend. Am I right in saying that? Yeah,
That's
I think so. Maybe not the only weekend, but it's been months since Celtic, Hearts, and Rangers have all won their games at the same weekend. Just saying it again, mate. It's Hearts' title, I think.
Yeah, a little bit thinking that, but it's like, I mean, Rangers were 2-0 down yesterday, weren't they? And they came back.
To be fair, the first half Rangers were absolutely dog shit. And then that's from like 40 minutes. They were just unbelievable. Like, I was watching the game and then I dozed off. Do you know when you're watching a football match and you can just feel yourself going? And it was like, I think it was 3-2 or 3-1 or whatever it was. And then I woke up and it was like 6-3 and I was like, what? What's going on here?
It's mental, man.
It's probably out of the three teams that was the best result for Rangers, because that's a really hard place to go, Falkirk. But I was kind of looking at the fixtures, and Rangers have kind of been done a bit dirty because they have to play. So obviously with the post-split fixtures, right?
Mm.
When you play a team during the season, you play them 3 times, right? So if you play them twice at home and once away in those 3 games, then technically you should have another home game against them. Post-split. Obviously, you know how it works. But they've actually been, 2 of their fixtures have been reversed, so they have to go back to Falkirk, and I think, is it maybe Motherwell or something that they have to go away to when they've already... So they would have played these 2 teams 3 times away from home. So they've kind of been...
So they have to play Falkirk away from home for the 3rd time this season?
Yeah, post-split. So instead of them being at home against Falkirk, the SFA have had to reverse them. This is the problem with the post-split, mate, because, you've got 5 games to go to the end of the season.
Yeah.
So you look at, take Hibs and Hearts, for example. So you would be like, well, we've played at Tynecastle twice already, so that post-split should be Easter Road. But sometimes the fixtures post-split don't really match up. So some teams get done by having a 3rd away game.
Right,
and this is why I don't like the split, because
that's bonkers, man, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bonkers. It is. It's mad.
What's the SFA's reasoning behind that?
I think it's just because of the fixtures. So, like, I mean, the day that Rangers were due to play Falkirk at home, maybe Celtic are playing at home.
Right.
Or it's something like that. Like, they look at the fixtures and they try and work it all out. But there's always 1 or 2 teams that get fucked over because they have to then play a reverse fixture. So they're actually playing like 3 times. They're playing that team 3 times away from home. And that's what's happened with Rangers this season.
That I cannot get for the life of me, can't get my head around that, mate. You're thinking like, we've played that team twice at home already, so the last game will be away. Like, surely they should work, even if it's like, all right, well, Celtic are at home on the same day, just play the game on the Sunday. But on the last day of the season, Celtic are at home, Rangers at Falkirk, and that's actually quite a... no, I don't like Rangers, but that's quite shit on them, to be honest. They have to do that. They have to do it the hard way.
Yeah, they've definitely come out worse than the other teams, in terms of their fixtures. But to be honest, I think they've scored 14 goals in their last sort of 3 or 4 games. Is it? They're banging the goals in. So you look at that and you think, well, they're. I change every week. Do you know what I mean? Like, I physically change my point of view every single week.
Mentally, you can't call it, man.
Oh, mate, you just can't. You just can't. Yeah. The reason I say Hearts is just because they're just getting results. And Rangers, for me, are like too hot and cold. Like, that first half, they were absolutely shite. The second half, they came out and they were flying. Celtic are just struggling in every game. Like, they only beat St Mirren 1-0 yesterday. And it just seems to me that, like, Hearts are the only team at the minute Yeah, the derby's massive on a week on Sunday.
Yeah.
I think if Hibs get a result, then that might, not saying it'll be the end of Hearts' title challenge, but be hard to recover for that. Whereas if Hearts come and get a victory, then I think you just have to hold your hands up and be like, yeah, it's their year, I think.
That's mental, mate. I really can't call it, to be honest. And I think something about the Celtic Hearts last day of the season, and that's going to have. I don't know. I think Rangers will be in the mix. I think they'll all be on the mix on the last day.
Yeah, because the fixtures are like Hearts have to go Easter Road and then they've got Rangers at Tynecastle, the second game of the split.
Yeah.
If they don't win those two games, then that's probably them done.
Yeah.
But then,
do you reckon you would target maybe 4 points with your Hearts, like to get? If we come out with that with 4 points or 3 points, isn't the worst. But
yeah. I think if they get a draw against Hibs and then they beat Rangers at Ibrox, if they beat Rangers at Tynecastle, I've not got the table in front of me, so I can't do any sort of like maths on it. But that would be far more beneficial because then that would be like they'd probably be like 4 points ahead of Rangers with 3 games to go. So you're like, well, that's them, I just don't know, mate. It's so fucking exciting. It's class.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as it's Hearts that are top of the league, and I'm like, being a Hibs fan, it's so exciting to see a bit of competitiveness in the league.
Absolutely, and see the Old Firm game. Do you reckon like that could be like the saving grace for Hearts? Like, if would they want Celtic to win that, or would they want a draw?
Well, that's the third game of the split, I think. So whoever, if somebody loses, I think that's them out the title.
Yeah, that's mental. And you see, like Motherwell, they look like they've checked out for the season as well. So you fancy like maybe a few teams to take points off them.
I know. Here's me fucking thinking they were going to win the league, mate.
Oh, they could have, man. They were fucking just. And what about you, your boys? Do you reckon like the Hearts game will be like that'll be Hibs' Cup final, won't it? Like, let's try and stop.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, I said before, I didn't think we were going to catch Motherwell. I just think both teams have went right off the boil. So I don't think it's about league standing anymore. I think it's just about just playing the game in front of you. And the game against Hearts is massive because it's not just about getting 3 points. It's about trying to stop their title charge. So, but I didn't see any of the game, the Hibs game. I was just listening to it on BBC Sports Sound, and like they go down to 10 men, and then. I mean, it's a bit what you're saying about Newcastle. Like, Hibs are this team that Aberdeen have been playing shite all season, right? And they come up against Hibs and you're like, Aberdeen will probably win this one. And they went and done it, you know what I mean? And you're just like, that's the type of team that Hibs are. They're just like, if you're fucking playing shite, come and play Hibs.
You want points? Come.
Yeah. That should be like the Hibs advert. Do you need points in the league? Come and play Hibs.
Have you been struggling to pick up some form in the league and looking for some points? Come to Hibs.
Are your strikers struggling to hit a fucking barn door? Come and play Hibs.
Hibs is the team for you. I actually thought he was on the cuffing, mate, and that was a big mistake. When you went down to 10 minutes, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
70 quid dreams down the drain.
Yeah, I haven't even watched the sending off. Like, I just don't even want to watch it. I'm just like, I'm over it. They're just, it's a season of what ifs with Hibs because, like I said, with the start of the European run, looked really, really good. But I think David Gray's a sort of enigma, isn't he? Like, for me, I like him being the manager of Hibs because he's a young manager and he's kind of stabilised us. And like I said, we're only 2 points worse off than we were last season. It's just that Motherwell and Hearts have been so good. Yeah. A lot of fans are now calling for him to go. I don't agree with that. I think we need a bit of longevity in the club. Right. And I think David Gray will give us longevity, and in 4, 5, 6 years' time, I think he will come good. He'll get better every season, but it is really just sometimes I think his tactics are in question a wee bit. When he goes to like Aberdeen's and he goes away to like Dundee United's and stuff, I just think he's a bit questionable on how he plays the game.
Yeah. I mean, like at the moment, because if you saw only a couple of points off the last season's total, and he could fourth place is still realistically because especially when Motherwell played. So even if like if you did get fourth and if you even beat your points tally, he can still hold his hand up and say, "Well, I've got more points than last season, so I've done my
Yeah.
bit."
And we play Motherwell in the last game of the season. So for him, I think he just has to try and beat Hearts to stop them winning the league or put a dent in it. And then if you're within 2 or 3 points of Motherwell last game of the season, just trying to finish above Motherwell, and that would be for me, that would be a successful end to the season. But
yeah, man, who knows? Well, the Edinburgh Derby is going to be. Is that Sunday the 25th? Is that like 12 o'clock kickoff or?
I don't know what time it's at, but yeah, it's on the Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate.
So yeah, that'll be a tasty one. I need to make sure I'm not working that night before or the night of, so I can sit and watch it, because that'll be a nail biter, mate.
Yeah, it would, mate. It would. That's going to be so. Yeah, it's just can't call it at all, mate. If you ask me now, I think they're probably don't even know if there's a favourites at the bookies. It must be, it's deadlocked, and any one of the three could win it.
Well, I think I looked this morning, and the bookies still have Celtic as favourites. But I think that's because of their fixtures post split.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a wee bit more favourable for Celtic, so they're obviously looking at that and saying, they've got them as favourites. But you just don't know. You just can't call it. The games that come around that takes one of the teams out the title race are going to be really good games. So, if Hearts fail to get a result against Hibs and then they get beat off of Rangers, and say Rangers win those two games, then Rangers will be like 4 points ahead of Hearts. So that might...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like those games where you go, if you lose, you're out of the title race, they're going to be really, really good games, mate.
Yeah, man. Totally. And even like Hearts, they could, if they beat Hibs, lost to Rangers, but they could still be in a shout, because if Celtic beat Rangers, the pendulum can swing different ways, man. It's very exciting to watch.
Yeah. I think what we should do, because the Scottish Cup next weekend, so it's the following week the split starts. I started to write down the three Hearts, Rangers, and Celtic, right? And I wrote down their points, and then I went through the fixtures and I was writing down the results that I thought would happen to give me a final table, right?
Yeah, right.
I think we need to do that next podcast before the split fixtures.
Yeah.
So that I'll say, well, I think Hearts are going to lose that one and win that one, and then they're going to finish on 77 points, and then we should do that.
Yeah, I do like a little score predictor, and then we'll have an outcome at the end of the season.
Yeah. So the both of us will have the top three league finishes and on points, and we'll see how close we can get it.
Yeah, like your predictions and my predictions, and we'll do. Yeah, that sounds good.
So we'll maybe do that next weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
So yeah, have a wee look at the fixtures and see what you think. But yeah, we'll see how close we can get it.
Yeah, cool, man. Right, I've got the this 20 question thing for you.
Oh right, are we doing that now? Happy days. So hang on.
I'll do one this week, and you can do the one next week.
Right. Do I need a bit of paper or something, or are you just going to ask me the questions?
Right. So 20 questions. I'm thinking of a player, and you have to guess in 20 questions.
Right.
So ask me 20 questions and can you get them in 20?
So I ask you 20 questions, right?
Yeah, but if you want to jot it on paper, like how many you've got left.
Hang on, let me see if I've got something here that I can... Okay. Right. First question. Are they still an active player in the professional game?
Yes.
Do they play in Europe?
Yes.
Do they play in England?
Yes.
Are they non-binary? No, I'm kidding. Give me that question back. Do they play in the Premier League?
Yes.
Have they played in Europe this season?
Yes.
Do they play as a forward?
I I'd say in between.
In
Forward
between, right?
and-
Okay, so we're
and-
talking like midfield attacking.
Yeah.
Right, that's 6 questions. Do they play for Man City?
No.
Ooh. Are they European?
The European national, they come from somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they play for Arsenal?
No.
Fuck. And I can't remember the question asked. Oh, yeah, you said they played in the Champions League, yeah?
Yeah, Europe. You said if you want to like think about the questions you asked, yeah. So you didn't ask if they played in the Champions League. You said did
Right,
they play
okay.
in Europe this
That's
season?
fine, that's fine. Keep it right.
Yeah,
so they've played in the Champions League this season.
Yes, they have.
So not an Arsenal player, not a Man City player. A bit an obvious one, but does he play for Newcastle?
No.
Oh, I was going to say Bruno Guimaraes. Fuck.
They ain't worth it to get into the quiz of the week.
Oh, fuck. So they've played Right, okay, so they've played Champions League this season. They play for... I'm trying to think of all the players that...
10 questions left, Brian.
Actually, only 9. That was
Oh,
my
is it
11th.
9? Right. Oh, fuck.
That was my 11th question. Mate, this is harder than I thought. Doesn't play for Man City, doesn't play for Arsenal, doesn't play for Newcastle. Does he play for Villa?
No.
Fuck. What's the other teams that have played in the Champions League this season?
So you've said Arsenal, you said Newcastle, you said Man City. So you need to think of the other teams that were in the Champions League this season.
Has he played for Liverpool?
No.
Oh, come on, Matthew. What is going on here? Can I phone a friend? Hello, it's Cristiano.
How many questions you got left? 6? 7?
7.
Right.
I'm on question 13.
So there was 6 teams in the Champions League this year.
And I've named 4 of them.
Yeah. So he plays for one of the other 2.
All right, hang on. Let me go through this. Newcastle, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. I need to be careful. I need to be careful with my next question because, like, I keep asking you what teams they play for, and I'm losing questions. Does he play for Chelsea?
He does.
Yes.
Oh, how many shots have you got at this then? 6?
Right, I've got 6. So he plays for Chelsea. Out of all those teams I've named, Chelsea's probably the worst one for me knowing who plays for them.
No, right.
Fuck. Is he a left-footed player? Would he play on the left side?
I don't think he is left-footed, and I think he can play on the left side. I'm trying to think now.
So
I should have probably got more info on him, but I don't know if he's left-footed. I think I've seen him score goals with his right.
you think you've seen him score goals there, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's right.
Right, okay. Is he English?
He's English.
Is it Cole Palmer?
It is Cole Palmer.
Yes! 16 questions.
Oh, I thought I was worrying for you there. I thought I don't think you're going to get that. Like,
It was the Champions, because I was going, who the fuck's been in the Champions League this season? Because there's 6 teams. I was like, what the fuck?
yeah, I
Right,
don't think
so-
he's left-footed, Cole Palmer, is he? I think he's right-footed.
I actually... Is he not left-footed? I thought he was left-footed. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there we go, 16 questions.
And when he was like a forward, I thought, well, I think he can play on like the right wing, midfield. I think he can play all round. So
I know that was actually quite a horrible question. Is he a forward? Like they don't really define players nowadays with like their
no.
position, do they? It's like wing backs or fucking
Is he a
defensive
false
third.
niner?
Yeah, just playing in a false nine. That I mean, mate. Like what the fuck is that? What the fuck's a false nine?
No, I still can't get my head round these positions, man.
It's whenever you've got like ex-football players and they're like, oh yeah, he's like a 6 and he plays in a low block, and you're like, right, so he's just a defensive midfielder then? Yeah.
It's DDM, aye.
Well,
does the dirty work.
I'm going to do my homework next week and do this again. That was quite fun, actually. 16 questions to get them. Yeah. So
Nice.
for all our millions of viewers around the world, we had a bit of a technical issue last week where nothing seemed to go right. So it's good to get one down and nothing went wrong.
It's been a joy today, mate.
Yeah.
I've got a film to recommend for you, mate. I watched it on the weekend. I was going to ask if you've been watching anything recently. Project Hail Mary, Ryan Gosling.
Haven't seen it, but I want to see it. It's meant to be really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right, mate. It's decent. It's good film. It's a fucking long film. It's like 2 hours and 26 minutes.
Yeah.
The same guy who wrote The Martian's done it.
Ah, okay. That makes it interesting because that's one of my favourite films.
Yeah, I don't know what, like Ryan Gosling, like most films I've watched from have always been decent. Like I think he must be like my new little guilty pleasure rising actor.
Yeah, I do like Ryan Gosling. He's one of a very few actors who I can enjoy watching.
Have you watched The Notebook?
No.
No, just admit it.
Mate, I watched The Notebook for the first time when I was like, whenever it came out, 17 or something like that, and mate, it fucking wrecked me emotionally. I was like, what the fuck is this film?
It's okay to get deep, mate. It's okay.
Listen, it's fine as men, it's fine to have a wee cry at a film, mate. There's nothing wrong with it.
Absolutely.
But it's the bit at the end when you're like, that's his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, God almighty. Turn it off. Just turn it off. It's like the same thing happens to me whenever I watch The Green Mile.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the bit at the end when he explains that, like, because he killed one of God's, or he allowed one of God's miracles to be killed, he's been punished. So he's got to, like, live his a longer life, and he's got to, like, go through the death of all his family and his friends and his loved ones. And it's a really good premise. And then it's when he goes into the fucking barn and he's like, it's Mr. Jingles. And the wee fucking mouse comes in. And I'm like, oh my God. Just turn it off, please.
Just turn it off.
I know.
It's a horror. Yeah, it's a. I remember watching it as a kid, mate. The last scene, it was like, oh no, why did they kill him? He's innocent.
I know, Big John Coffey. I didn't do it, boss. I swear to you, I didn't do it.
Don't turn the lights off, boss.
I was just protecting Mr. Jingles. That doesn't even sound like him. That's like fucking.
Mate, I still thought I would get over it, but Terminator 2 still get emotional. I know exactly what's going to happen.
You get emotional at Terminator 2? What bit do you get emotional at? Is it when he puts his thumb up?
No, I think it's like when he's like, don't go. He's like, I have to, John. Now I know why people cry.
Aye, that's a film, mate. That's probably up there one of the best sequels, I think.
Oh yeah, big time, mate. I always have a debate with my brother, like, cause he's like, we love Aliens, and I have a debate at Christmas, like, what's the best sequel? James Cameron sequel, is it Terminator 2 or the Aliens? And we're like, whoa, that's a fucking hard one.
That's a good debate. I would go with Aliens.
Yeah.
Terminator 2, like, the both of them are class, mate. You know, like, because you look at sequels nowadays, and sequels are shit, mate. Sequels are made nowadays as just money-making films, you know what I mean? Like, the first film's a success, so they're like, fuck it, we'll just make a sequel because it's the first one made like 400 million. Whereas I think back in the day, producers and writers like James Cameron and stuff, they made films to continue the story, and they made them to create the universe and stuff like that, and they were amazing, mate. Aliens is class,
man.
mate. Yeah.
I've done a mistake last year. I watched it on Disney Plus, Aliens, but it wasn't like the director's cut, and I was like, oh fuck, I feel like I've just wasted a few hours. I should have watched the director's cut. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much more like you don't see.
Yeah, a lot more added detail. It's Bill Paxton for me, mate. He's class.
It's gonna be happening, man.
I know. He's like, I'm gonna be happening, man. What's going on, man? But it's the bit for me when they're in the room with the sensor, and it's like beep 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 beep, and they're like 10 feet, 9 feet. They should be in the room, man. What's going on? And then Ripley just goes, and then she opens it, and they're fucking crawling along there. Oh, mate, class.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant, mate. That Burke, he's a slime ball in it. The guy that gets ripped up there, he's a dirty bastard, isn't he?
Tries to impregnate Ripley with the egg.
Yeah, aye.
And then obviously like they had some amazing female action stars back in the 80s, don't you? Like obviously, what's her name that's in Terminator? Linda Hamilton, and then obviously like Sigourney Weaver. Like it's the bit at the end when she's got the big fucking the big thing on her, and she's like, "Get away from her, you bitch!"
Yeah,
fucking the big
class,
alien queen. It's class. It's class.
I love how like the start of the film, like they're getting ready for war, and like the group like just like absolute badasses, and you think, oh, these aliens are gonna get their fucking ass kicked, and like they're like, oh, they just come undone, but the fucking acting and dialogue's quality in it.
The dialogue. It's when she's giving the speech about like, oh, you know, yeah, one got on board our ship, and you see them sitting there, and the wee Mexican, she's like, I don't care, just tell me where to shoot.
And fucking Hudson is like, I got a question, boss. When do I get out of this chicken shit outfit? He's like, Hudson, come. And he has a big cigar. He's just like, what are you all waiting for, folks? Breakfast in bed? I love the Marine Corps.
As soon as he steps out of hypersleep, mate, like they've been fucking in hypersleep for like 2 or 3 years or stuff, it just gets the big fucking stogie. It's like, well, why? What you waiting for?
He busted you when he went hypersleep. He's like, the cigar's staying there as soon as I get up. Every meal's a